Devesh, also I'm thinking we are just nearing the Christmas season. We are nearing New Year's as well. This is the time when Goa is most busy, when all flights are expensive, clubs are booked, hotels are booked as well. A lot of India's elite go to Goa to party. This entire tragedy, has that taken a toll on the mood in Goa? And what are restaurateurs, others, really telling you at this point?
Well, yes, this is the season where a lot of tourists come to Goa, and Goa is already seeing a surge in number of tourists who have come to Goa for holidays. It is the year end, many more tourists are going to come. But now the Goan government has emphasized that there will be regular checks. There will be checks that will be conducted in each and every nightclub. Audits will be done. Fire safety audits will be carried out so that no such incidents happen in future where innocent people lose their lives. So all precautions are being taken. But let's see for how long this action continues. So we need to wait and watch what the Goa government does in near future. Like this, the tragedy has just happened. It was just 2 days back that 25 people have lost their lives. But we need to wait and check on what Goa government does. Just like, will it be regular practice? Will it be a regular practice? Regular audits will be done. Regular safety audits will be done. Whether permits will be checked, whether the permissions will be checked. Because
Devesh, whether the inquiry will find out that who allowed construction like this to happen from within the government as well. As you and I both know, any illegal construction of this magnitude, of multiple locations, multiple restaurants, clubs, etc., doesn't take place in a silo. It always is hand in glove with somebody in a position to power who's managed to sanction it off. And for Goa government, where a lot of their economy depends on tourism, one would like to believe that they're taking this issue seriously and will get to the bottom of the matter.
Well, exactly. Who was the person, who was the high and mighty person that was protecting these Luthra brothers? So there have been allegations that even if the local police wanted to take action, they had initiated action, but they were stopped. So who are these high and mighty people who were protecting these Luthra brothers and who were protecting their business interests, who were protecting their illegal clubs in Goa, constructed on illegal land, without fire safety permission, without fire safety audit, without any kind of permits, without any kind of norms being followed? These clubs were functioning, people frequented these clubs, and it was just a ticking time bomb. Even this club was a ticking time bomb constructed out of wood, cane and jute. If a fire erupted at this place, it cannot be stopped. Like, there is no fire safety precaution being taken. Now illegal construction has been done. Various rules have been flouted. Coastal regulatory rules have been flouted. The CRZ norms have been flouted. So despite that, this club functioned for 5 years. How was this possible? And at a beach which is very prominent, which is frequented by foreign tourists as well, how did this club come up? Wasn't it noticed by the local panchayat? Wasn't it noticed by the local police? Wasn't it noticed by the government authorities of the tourism department that their land was being usurped and club had come up on their land? So what was being done? Why did they turn a blind eye to it? Why were the authorities turning blind eye towards Luthra brothers' business interests and allowing them to function in a way which could endanger life and personal safety of others? People paid for visits to these clubs and they were endangering their lives. Imagine this complete club has been erected on wooden planks, nailed with joints, and just a strike with the earth mover and it has come down. Imagine if it was full, if there was heavy footfall, what could happen? This was a ticking time bomb. There was another tragedy waiting to happen, and that is why activists had flagged it with authorities. But there was no action then. Now action is happening after 25 lives have been lost. Over to you.
Action, but you know, this is like a band-aid solution, right? You go after one person, you go after one such restaurant chains. What about the others? Where is the audit report? If you'll remember, you know, after the Upahar tragedy that happened in the national capital several decades ago, there were new laws that were set out in the country on what fire safety will entail for any entertainment place. Clearly, those laws have been flouted, but one wonders if this is the only club or there are others also in the radar. Do you have a sense from the government on what they're doing about the other clubs? Like we said, this is peak season in Goa. You can only expect more people if they're not deterred by the news, of course. Are there any preparations being done outside as well, apart from what we are seeing behind you?
Well, yes, there are many. Government of Goa needs to work on this, needs to work and carry out a detailed audit of all the clubs that are located across Goa, of all those clubs that are located across Goa, so that no such incidents happen, no such tragedies happen, and people's lives are not lost. People who had come for to enjoy their evening, people who had come to enjoy their evening at the club lost their lives to a fire that erupted because of fireworks being used by the club management. They had used flammable material, and that flammable material led to became a death trap for 25 people. It became a death trap for 25 people who had come, like many of them were workers, many of them were employees of the club who lost their lives. There were four tourists who lost their lives because of some person who was trying to make a quick buck out of these illegal settlements, out of these illegal business interests, which had no permissions, which had no government permits, which had no permission from the panchayat or the town and country planning department, no trade license at all. But despite that, they had been functioning for years together. For years, they had been flouting noise pollution norms, the pollution board norms, the coastal regulatory norms, trade license norms. All those norms were flouted. They were not followed at all. But despite that, now this action is happening after 25 lives have been lost. Over to you.